Hey my friends, this is Daniel Aldie, and today I want to talk with you about the biggest myth about money. Because there's a lot of people who believe that the moment they get wealthy is the moment they get to take a break. Guys, this is a myth. Simply because when you receive money, there's actually more work to do, not less work to do. Let me explain. Okay, in order to get wealth in the first place, you first need a reason. You need a reason to get it. A lot of people want money because they want financial peace, but that is not a good enough reason to have it, right? Otherwise, everyone that wanted financial comfort and security would already be rich. And that's why God doesn't see to it that they get money, because He knows that the moment they get it, they're gonna take too much of a break. They're gonna relax, they're gonna become unproductive, and they're not going to be able to create any kind of results afterwards. And so what He does is that He makes sure that their wealth is portioned unto them, right? He makes sure that certain people get certain wages for a certain period of time. And the reason why they might feel limited within that time, that month, that year, is because that is exactly what they've been thinking, right? They think that if they receive the lump sum, they're gonna take a vacation, they're gonna take a break, they're just gonna relax. And that's exactly why most people live paycheck to paycheck. Because if God allowed most people to escape the rat race, like a rat, they would run off and get fat, right? Think about it. If you put a little mouse in a city, letting it do whatever it wants to do, it's gonna eat whatever it wants, right? It's gonna eat all this junk food, it's gonna go wherever it wants to go, it's gonna be out of control. It's gonna get fat, right? It's gonna become disgusting. It's not the kind of rat you wanna deal with. And so He keeps them in a cage, just like a kid keeps a little hamster in a cage, right? You keep that hamster in a cage because you know it's going to be in your control. And that's what God does, right? He keeps you in His control based on the amount of cage you can handle. If you can handle a bigger cage, He's gonna give it to you as long as you prove your ability to handle that situation. And if you can handle what He's been giving you, then He's gonna increase the size of your cage, right? He's gonna enlarge your environment. He's gonna break through in your boundaries because He knows that you can handle it, right? He knows that whatever He gives you, you're gonna pass it on to others. He knows that if He gives you money, you're gonna invest it the right way instead of investing it the wrong way, right? He believes in you because you have believed in Him. You know that the money comes from God and you have shown no fear over dispersing those funds, and so He will get more to you, right? The funds come from the Father. And if you understand the profundity of this statement, you'll never be broke again. You'll never want financial security, which is something that the poor man hangs on to, right? The poor man wants financial security. He wants to have money in his credit card. He wants to have an emergency fund because he feels safe within that cage. But if you are a wealthy man or woman, you are going to think bigger than that. You're going to know that God is the Father. You're going to know that you are so wealthy, that you have abundance all around you. You're not going to be limited to that little cage, even if that's where you're starting. You're going to think much further than that. You're going to see outside the glass. You're going to know the opportunities, and you're going to pursue them with faith. And that's what success and prosperity is all about, right? You're going to know that there's so much out there. You don't have to be stuck running in the same wheel and eating your food and drinking your water and have a good time on the weekends. You're not gonna plan for Saturday night. You're gonna plan for 3 generations. You're gonna plan on how you can distribute more wealth to society. You're gonna plan on how you can become a greater philanthropist instead of just wondering how you can just pass off some of your old clothes and donate it, right? Because a lot of good people do good things, right? They do small things, but at least it's good. You gotta be planning for big things. You don't wanna just donate your own clothes. No, you wanna buy the whole store. You wanna buy food for a whole country. You wanna run things because you know that God is giving you the substance. And that's what it's all about, right? He is going to give you more control of wealth once you prove to Him that you can handle a certain amount. You prove to Him, you show Him, He's gonna give you more and more and more. And that's exactly what's happened to me, right? I showed God, I'm gonna use this $100. I'm gonna buy books. I studied, I learned. I made $1,000 saved up. Then I took that money, I went to a conference, I learned so much. Then I had 10,000. Eventually I thought to myself, man, I gotta start my business. I put that $10,000 to work. Then I had 100,000. It took me a while, but eventually when I had 100,000, I bought assets, right? I bought crypto, I bought stocks, I bought all kinds of things that helped me work on my business. And then he gave me $1 million, right? When he gave me $1 million, of course that took the longest, but the first $1 million is definitely the hardest for a reason. The reason why it's hard to earn $1 million is because when you look around the world, you're not gonna see a lot of people who know how to master $1 million. But he showed me, right? He showed me what to do. He showed me how to think. He showed me how to live. And instead of me thinking, you know what, I'm just gonna splurge this money, I'm just gonna waste it on luxuries, I put it to work. And then he gave me 10 million and so forth. And that's how success actually works, right? Because money is invisible. Money only is given the value that we give it. We only think a dollar is a dollar because we say it's a dollar, right? But that's just a piece of paper or cotton or plastic, depending on where you live, backed by your government, right? Your government is saying that this is a note, right? This is legal tender that we are giving you because we want you to think that it's money, right? So that money is supposed to be circulated. That money is supposed to be used, whether it's $1, $5, $10, $100, $1,000, $1 million, whatever it is. It's supposed to be given back onto the world. When you give back unto the world, right? He who scatters will have enough, right? But he who doesn't give will have nothing, right? And that's what happens to most people, right? They don't give enough. They don't spend enough so that they can become better, right? They don't invest in things that will make them richer. Instead, they waste it. And God, who's up in heaven, looks down onto earth and says, man, these people don't know what they're doing. Can I find a man or woman that can distribute my funds the way I want it, right? That's what he's looking for. He's looking, remember, the funds come from the Father. The funds comes down unto you because God declares this person is who I want to bless, right? This person is a person I want to become rich. And that's where money comes from. That's the role that money has in your life. So all I'm saying is that if you have the wrong values, the wrong ideas, the wrong perspective about money, God is going to either let you run off with those intentions, or he's going to fix your intention and change your direction, right? He's going to offer his protection, his correction, his affection so you can reach perfection, right? He can show you exactly what to do if you listen to him. You have to find him. You're going to see him in the Bible. You're going to see him in people. You're going to see him everywhere you look, but only if you fix your thoughts on him. And that's why Luke 12:31 is one of my favorite verses, probably my favorite, because if you seek the kingdom of heaven, right? If you're looking up to God and you're saying, God, help me to change my life. Help me to do things right. Help me to have the right intentions. Help me go into the right directions, right? He says, I will give you all things, right? He will give you everything, the whole entire kingdom. There are many mansions in heaven, right? He's going to give you as many houses as you need. He's going to give you as much money as he can create for you because he knows that you are going to redistribute it the right way. Remember, he's looking down. He's looking for you. He's looking for you to say, you know what, God, I am ready. But you have to be constant. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen next week. It's not going to happen in a couple years. It's going to take more than a decade. It's going to take a lifetime. You have to dedicate your life to Jesus Christ. You have to say, God, I know that you have everything in store for me. I'm willing to submit myself to you so you can use me for a greater purpose. And it is only then you will break through in your wealth. My friends, this is Daniel Aldie. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I healed some people right now who are facing a financial deficit, because I know somebody has received this message. If you have any questions, please reach out to me on email at info@danielaldie.com. My friends, again, this is your mentor, Daniel Aldie. Please type yes in the comment section below if this video resonates with you, and share this video with someone else who really needs it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that notification button, and please listen to this video again. I have so much more you probably missed the first time, but if you hear it a second time, you're gonna get a lot more. Listen to it a third time and take a lot of notes. I'm telling you, this is a secret to wealth. There is no other secret. It all comes from God. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.